Run the thing, fam.
Yeah, man. It's being live streamed. You're live, Reed. Where you got it? Damn, Ace. Damn, homie. You the man with the plan, homie. Damn, homie. Who's that? Femio.
That's you. Sorry.
You the man with the plan, homie. Damn, homie.
That was the echo in that. Anyway, what's going on, people? Welcome to yet another episode of CTC Live on a Tuesday night on the YouTube. Lee's not going to make it today. Femi should be here in a hot minute. Myself, Damon, we're dead there. How you doing, brother?
Bro, I'm all right. You know what? You see my day today, yeah? The day was mad. Yeah. The day, like, you know, one of them days that starts off as an easy situation, yeah? So big up Tammy, yeah? Big up Tammy. So I had to drop an item of clothing to Tammy because Tammy, yeah, she's very humble with what she does. I'm not going to bait up her thing, but her office is in Central.
I'm so angry with myself hearing this story right now. I'm so angry because I just remembered who Tammy was. And I'm scrambling for what you're probably doing. I'm scrambling. Man is on a... Anyway, go on, continue.
Okay, Ace. You know, so I've got something that I need Tammy to fix.
Oh, I'm so angry with myself.
Now,
you're going.
The level of this is the thing, yeah. This is the thing. You see, we're going to tackle a couple of things right now. Yeah, Tammy's Jamaican, yeah? Fully Jamaican. Jamaican. You see this stereotype that Jamaicans can't elevate and that Jamaicans can only run, yeah? Or spit bashment stroke dancehall lyrics, yeah? Or dirty wine, or balance on your head whilst shooting out a pineapple out of your nani crease, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. You see Tammy's prestige, fam.
I know.
Yeah, I went to her office today. Yeah. Tammy's prestige. So big up Tammy. But anyways, Tammy's office is in central London. When I'm talking central London, yeah, I'm talking a stone's throw from Buckingham Palace.
Shit.
That's where her office is, yeah. Anyway. So I've gone
James,
there.
yeah? St. James, yeah?
Stone's throw, fam. Stone's throw. Well, go on, Femi. So I've gone there now. And I've got something for her to fix. But she can't fix it. I need to go get something else for her to fix it. But I've only realised that at the time when we've got there, innit? Yeah. Anyway, I need to go and purchase something. I've now realised I've left my wallet at home, innit? So the day was literally drive to Tammy, come home. Got to Tammy, I've now got to go all the way over to Shepherd's Bush, but I ain't got no P. Tammy's like, don't worry, I've got you. Flown to the cash point, drew out some P. Now you see this. I'm gonna tell you how you know. That's how I know I'm gonna win because I've got like-minded people around me. Yeah. You see, if you like need P for the day or just to go and do something, yeah. Tammy gave me probably about 10 times as much money that I needed to complete this task.
Okay.
Yeah. Like just an unnecessary amount of money. Yeah. Now here's the thing. When I've gone over to Shepherd's Bush to get this thing, I've asked her if she wants a roti in it. Because there's a decent roti shop over there. She said to me, no. Little did she know I was gonna pay for the roti with her money. But anyway, so I've gone over there, got what I needed, flown back to central London, dropped off what I needed to drop off, and just carried on my day. But you know, like when your day could have just been disastrous, like if I decided not to drive, because I was in two minds whether to drive today. And I thought, if I didn't drive and I caught the underground, oh my God, I'll probably be on the way back home now for how my day panned out. But I just like, Tammy saved the day. Shout out to Tammy. Big up yourself. big up your chest, bluku bluku. But because it was such a productive day, I'm in a good mood. I went and picked up my little son because I had him outside to kind of divert and drop her my car, grab him, fly back home. Yeah, had fun. It was good. It was good. And something else that's making me happy. That's not making Ash happy. He's got teeth. He's got a little tooth that's come through.
Really?
Trust me, Ace.
Yeah.
The teeth is razor sharp.
He's ready.
Bruv, he's there, and the thing is, he knows how to bite as well. So, like, he will put your finger in his mouth. You know, like when children are teething and you soothe their gums. And I'll be soothing his gum for maybe like 3-4 seconds. Then he would just try and bite off my whole entire finger. But
you not see that story about Ice-T's wife? Coco.
About she doesn't bathe or something.
Nah. Well, we could talk about that, but she did actually say that. But there's a string of Hollywood celebrities talking about how they don't bathe. But Ice-T's wife still breastfeeds her 5-year-old.
Have you seen Ice-T's wife?
What's that got to do with anything?
It's not like she's running out anytime soon.
When you 5 years old, I mean, I feel like us as free men on the screen shouldn't be talking about whether or not women should breastfeed or not, and at what certain ages. But
you know what?
5 years old feels a bit.
Listen. You see, at 5 years old, yeah, like at 5 years old, you can open a yogurt and eat a yogurt in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feed yourself cereal in it.
Yeah. So what's your point though? It might be it might more be to do with. They say there's the antibodies in breast milk, and it might be
at
more
5.
like,
you know what they've been exposed to in 5 years.
Fam, maybe if we all were still on breast milk, no one would be getting COVID, fam.
I'm gonna tell you something now.
Can we stop, please? Can we stop before YouTube flags us, please? This is weird.
Why is it weird?
Why?
Why is it weird?
What's weird?
We are the only animals, yeah? Or sorry, I shouldn't say animals, but we're the only ones that we drink animal milk.
I don't.
Okay. No, but I know where Ace is going, and this had been a kind of.
You know,
why don't we drink human milk?
Should I be real? This is what stopped me, yeah, drinking cow's milk. I was like, it's lactation from a cow for a cow's baby. Why am I drinking it?
Right.
But do you know what's funny though, Femi? You see that argument, yeah? But you eat butter. You drink. Damon.
Femi don't really do dairy.
Bro,
we only just ate mac and cheese the other day for the first time.
I've never I ate mac and cheese at someone's party the other time, like during the panoramic. Like that was the first time. That was the first time I tasted mac and cheese. Like I'm not really I'm not on dairy like that. But the milk thing, I literally I used to drink milk. Then I literally sat down and thought, no, but I think someone said it to me or I thought about it and I was like, no, but it's meant for a cow's baby. Why am I drinking that?
Yeah. No, Ace is right. Like really and truly, even as adults, like the nutritional value in breast milk, you know, it won't harm us. It definitely won't do us anything bad. It probably does more good than anything. You know what the worst thing is? It's one of them things where it's mental, innit? It's your brain, innit? Because obviously, got a 4-month-old baby. The bottles of milk, I cannot tell the difference. Do you know what I mean? Like if there's 2 baby bottles and one was like soya milk or cashew milk
Fling
or
that on your
almond milk.
cornflakes, rude boy.
Say that again.
Fling that on your cornflakes, man. If
it was ice cold, but that's the thing mentally.
Have you tasted it?
Nah.
You should, man.
Do you know what?
We should do a taste test right now. You should go and taste it live on the show.
Babe.
Now I'm dead serious. Damon, if you're down for this thing, you will drink breast milk live on Cut the Chat right now. Right now. Come on.
What's going on?
No, we got to do it. I want to know what it tastes like. I want to know. All
right.
Damon, if you are down for this thing, you will drink some breast milk live on CTC.
Hold on.
I'm not talking about taste. You gotta swig it, bro. You need to really like.
Hello,
a mouthful.
These man, not these man. Ace is trying to get me to taste your breast milk live on the podcast.
Live on the podcast, you gotta taste breast milk, bro.
It's in the fridge.
Yes, yes, Ice. Come on. Nah, and you can't. It's not a sip thing. It's not even a sip thing. I want you to like drink it.
I don't know where this is going.
No, I want to know what it tastes like.
Milk, so it's fine.
All right, cool. All right.
Yes, Damon, come on.
All right, listen.
Hey, this clip's going viral, rude boy.
I'm doing this to cut the chat.
A man said Aisha's ain't as bad as the cow you don't know. Oh my gosh, this is
Aisha's what?
Aisha's milk is not as bad as the cow you don't know.
Exactly. At least you sleep with that milk, fam. You're right there. You're like, come on. Your son can drink it. You can drink it.
No, but no. Can I put it in the fridge?
Okay.
Guys, this is an exclusive for Cut the Chat live. Yeah. I can't believe Lee wasn't here to witness this.
Well, thing is,
it's
a good thing that Lee wasn't here because he'd probably drive to the house. Wants it fresh. I have to beat him up. Yeah. And the thing is, wait.
Damon Elliston is going to drink some breast milk.
You say my government name like that.
Sorry,
Even though it's on the screen, it doesn't matter.
Fam, are you putting it on a spoon?
Yes.
Nah, bruv. Bruv. Back off the lid and drink the milk, fam. What is wrong with you?
No.
You'll contaminate the milk.
Wait, hold on. Is that your dad on the phone?
Yes, he's laughing. No, I'm busting up. See that?
Listen.
Pass it, rude boy.
Aisha's dad is now watching, and Aisha's dad, secretly, I'm scared of Aisha's dad. And now he's watching me do. All right, come, let's go.
All right.
Caselo, Victor, you ready? Yeah, let's go.
And it's cold.
How did we get here? I don't even know. Go on.
You.
It's me, I know.
You
I'm a troublemaker.
Can I get a cornflake or something?
No, all man, just drink it.
That's enough. All right, let's go.
Go on. What's it like? What's it like?
You know, all honesty,
Tastes like milk.
I'm getting hot flushes. I might pass out.
It's good for you.
Nah, you know what? All honesty, it's like, you see how soya milk or almond milk doesn't really taste like what we know as milk because we've been drinking cow's milk. It's like that. It's like,
It tastes
well, it tastes all right. Well, she might be in problems tonight.
It doesn't taste nothing.
It's like semi-skimmed or full fat or unsweetened milk.
Nah, yes, it's a
Can you put back my son's food, please? Thank you. I'll put you my son's food.
Sorry.
Yeah, nice. It's, you know what? Honestly, it's all mental. It's all mental. It's all mental.
That's hilarious. Femi is disgusted that you drank breast milk live on Cut the Chat.
Femi can be disgusted, isn't it?
I just think it's a bit. I didn't even know we did theirs on this podcast. Like I didn't know this was our new angle.
It wasn't a dare, but it's like
it was a taste test, consumer test.
Yeah, like the reality is, you know. But you know what's funny? Up until that point, yeah. So there's times where Caselo Victor's eating or feeding, yeah. And I will take him, and he's got like milk on his face. And when he touches my face, I kind of wipe it off, like, it's a little bit nasty. But yeah, there you go.
So would you eat it with your cornmeal porridge?
Firstly, I don't like porridge, but
You don't like cornmeal porridge?
I hate porridge.
Wow.
But for this is the thing. This is the reality. Yeah. Now I really got no argument. Do you know what I mean? But I think, as I said, mentally, it's just getting over that. Yeah. If that was in the fridge in just a normal bottle and I had it with cereal, I wouldn't have been able to taste anything to say, oh, this don't taste right. Do you know what I mean?
Can we go on to another topic?
It'd be so uncomfortable. It's just breast milk. Breast milk.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is the podcast we're doing for the people then today.
This is what we do.
What we
This is
does, fam.
This is front loaded as well. They don't even have to go deep to search for it. It's just up front.
This is what we does. Can I shout out to everybody that I bucked at Matt's barbecue on Saturday that was showing love to CTC, fam? The chat. I was walking around Matt's barbecue and people was like, yo, man, I love your show. And I'm there thinking one extra. They're like, nah, where's Damon, Femi, and Lee? I'm like, raw, what's going on? People really know about this thing. So yeah, salute to everybody that I bucked over at Matt's barbecue. That I'd love to cut the chat.
Are we going next year? I think, you know what, because we make all these plans and I think we should just start sticking to them. Like, I think we need to start rolling as a squad.
Yeah, I went to Matt's barbecue one up. I knew that I would know people there, but you know, I haven't really DJ'd much since lockdown, innit? So I kind of was, I don't want to say I was nervous, but I was just like, I think I was overthinking it too much. Once I got on the stage, I was blessed. But I had a good time.
Right. You see that, yeah? I saw a clip of some woman on the ground or somewhere, and she went out raving on her own, like, and she filmed it, and it just like I don't even know if it went viral, but it wasn't like she went to a rave where she knew people were going to be. Yeah, she just gone to a rave on her own, filmed it, met a couple people, had fun, came home. Like, you do it a lot for me. Like, you obviously you know a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know if I would actually go to a spot on my own, even though I know I'm gonna know people there.
I go to loads of things on my own. I don't like the stress of organizing people. So I pull up to so many things on my own because I know I'll just slide in my car and I'll leave when no one knows. I just do.
Yeah, I like that. I like being able to duck out when
I like the freedom to just turn up whenever I want, leave whenever I want. And like, just no one knows, like, you know, and like, I'm not organizing my brethrens. I think it got to a point, I did it once or twice. Before, I always used to roll like with at least, like, when you first start going out, you're going with your squad, then it goes to like 2 or 3 of you. Then it goes to like a few, like it starts off with a couple of cars, then it goes to one car, then it goes to like, there's that one brethren you're always with. And then when that went out the window, I just went out by myself a couple of times, and I'm just like, you know what, this might be a vibe. And more time I do know people.
Yeah,
I feel you. Yeah. The worst is when you're the driver, you got to drive people home and all of that shit.
I've done, you know what, I used to live in near Enfield, and I used to like do like, would drop people like in East and then drive this and I think that was what made me start going out by myself. Because I was like, nah, I'm not on to giving people lifts. I'm not on that.
Do you remember when I used to live in King's Cross?
Yeah.
And I'd go out. You know what the worst thing for me was? I'm actually driving past my house. And I'm not driving past my area. I'm driving past my house.
Yeah.
I'm driving past my front door to drop other people home. And by the time whilst I'm still on the road, there's man then that's in their bed. And I'm like, bro, you see when I stopped that? Oh my God, you know how good it felt to just stop dropping people home. No.
It's not really the one. I personally am just like, I'm not on it. Catch a Uber. I've been like, there's been times where I've said to people, you know, I'll pay for your Uber, like just like.
See all of that in this day and age, if you can't sort out your own means of getting somewhere and getting home, we shouldn't even be raving together anyway.
1 million.
Like honestly.
No, but your brethren might you know, not drive or whatever.
No. In this day and age. This day and age, Uber, Bolt, black taxis. Yeah, nah.
Do you know what's mad? Should I tell you what's mad though? What I find really interesting. Uber has normalized everyone taking taxis.
Yeah.
Lee might not like this topic, but he's not here. Like, people never used to take taxi like this back in the day. Now people just like, because of.
I think because they've made it so financially accessible as well.
No, Damon, do you know what it is? I think like Uber used to be used to be cheap. It's not even that cheap. Sometimes it's
listen to what I'm saying. You see, to catch a taxi, you needed physical cash. Remember, for a mini cab or a taxi, you needed physical cash. Yeah. Like, how many times have you been out on a shop been out shopping and you haven't realized how much money you spent until a couple of days later because it's card. Do you know what I mean? Jumping in an Uber and even to the point where you can actually order an Uber when you've got half of the actual P in your bank account. Do you understand? Like
Damon is road. I thought only certain man knew about that.
Bro,
say that again.
Basically, if you ain't got enough money to pay for the Uber, they will still let you take the ride.
Yeah.
They'll just take it next time, basically.
Yeah, they'll just take it next time.
Yeah.
So why do you man know about that? You man 40 plus man then bumping taxi.
The worst thing is, I heard this in the barbershop. Like I heard it in the barbershop. Like genuinely, I heard it in the barbershop.
Don't worry about how I knew about that.
But no, you're right to me. They've made getting a taxi it's nothing. It's actually like, you see me now. You see like Caselo Victor. He's getting his driver's license. He's going to pass his driving test at 17 or 18 or 16, whether it's legal. But him owning a car, fam, in this day and age, no way. Don't make no sense.
No, I think definitely, like, you know, we've spoken about this before. We're definitely at a place where ownership of anything is not really, like, this generation is all about gaining access, right? So like gaining access to Uber, if you want to go in a Mercedes, like get Uber locks, like, do you get what I'm saying? And like no one wants to own a car really. Everyone like would rather be chauffeured around, and no one really owns anything. Like, you know, everyone's just happy to gain access to things and just gain access to experiences. So I know.
Listen to this idea that I had the other day, just quickly. And the idea is that we have, somebody's probably already got it on a production line. You see Zipcar. And obviously Zipcar, you can get the Zipcar that's got the big promo thing on the side, or you can just get a plain Zipcar.
I'm going to tell you about Zipcars in a minute, because I found out something about them that I didn't know existed. That's so lit. But go on. Okay,
this might be it. So, but I'm sure it's not it. But I thought they need to start, or somebody needs to start doing like premium Zipcar. So you see how Zipcar moves, yeah, but premium. So let's say you want to go out and stunt, yeah. You can't stunt in the normal Zipcar case like a Volkswagen Golf or something. So imagine Zipcar done Range Rovers and Bentleys. Do you know what I mean?
Hour though.
No, but this is the thing. It would have to be amended, so it wouldn't be an hour, and it wouldn't just be on road. So it'd be like Zipcar Platinum, yeah. And the minimum rental time is maybe like 4 hours. Do you know what I mean?
How much would you think that would be?
I don't know, but remember, and it wouldn't be a thing where, because, you know, I think certain Zipcars you can park up and somebody can just come and clap it and go off.
Damon, I couldn't think of anything worse.
No, what?
What? Because you're gonna have youths running around in Bentleys for 4 hours just stunting for no reason.
If they've got the
absolute madness.
Hold on.
Linking in with gal, going to park up their Bentley and
I think, do you know what? I think things like that exist already. You know, like,
what? Do you know how much people I know that rent cars? Look, who was that rapper that crashed the Rari last year or something on that video shoot?
Swarms.
It was his friend. Swarms.
Bro, it's there. It's there already. It's there already.
I think definitely. I think that definitely exists already. And for me, I just feel like the Zipcar thing, when I found out about it, I was like, you know, I need to register for that, because you could just move around West End, just take a car, drop it somewhere, keep it moving.
Oh yeah.
I think that's so lit, and like, I see my little sister using it all the time, and I'm like, rah, boy, and I keep meaning to register because I just think it's so convenient.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Oh, no, I didn't. I won't even tell that story.
Go on, Ace, tell us.
I had a Zipcar account. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh my goodness.
Do you know what, right? No, I'm not even gonna say this. I keep on baiting up things on today. I'm not even doing no more baiting.
Oh, go for it. One more.
So I hope I told him. If I haven't told him, he's gonna be vexed with me. But don't be vexed with me, because you're my brother and you love me. So I've used my friend's Zipcar account, yeah. And as I was taking it back to where I picked it up from, someone sideswiped me in the thing. Yeah. But we're coming round the bend, they've leant into me and just, you understand? Some idiot driver, I've just put my foot down and blown out, just dipped. I'm thinking, you're not quick enough to catch the number plate or nothing. Yeah. So I've dipped out and I've taken the car back to where the car was, where I picked it up from, innit? But then I thought, and it was on a quiet road, I thought, nah, let me spin the car around. So the damaged side was now on the road side. So if there's any isms and schisms, no, I took the car back. The car was fine. Somebody drove past it and ripped off the wing mirror. Think.
So what happened?
Nothing come back. Nothing at all. Nothing.
So you just admitted live on internet, yeah, that you crashed the Zipcar.
After you
drank breast milk. You're doing the Lee. You're doing an impression of Lee today.
You're doing Lee. You need one wild card. It's impossible.
You're going in.
You always need one wild card.
Well, is what it is. Is what it is.
It's all mad. It's all mad.
It's all mad.
Tell the people about the basketball thing in the middle, not just at the end today.
In the middle, right. So, 4th annual celebrity charity basketball match between Cut the Chat and my brethren's company, Who's Got Game. The first 3 years were absolutely amazing. This year's in London's Copper Box Arena. We've got a guy who can jump over 2 people and dunk. And when I mean jump over, I'm talking about somebody sitting on somebody's shoulders and dunk. Shout out to the Royal Guard. We've got DWE coming. We've got Notes, Young T and Bugsy. This is off the top of my head. We've got Chief of the Jeweler, who whispered in my ear that he's giving away a Rolex. The last event, he gave away a pair of diamond earrings worth a good couple £1,000. Also remember that this is all for charity as well. This is all for charity. This is to raise awareness for blood and organ donation within the Black community. So, you know, it's not just us, Cut the Chat, trying to just, you know, put on an event, which we do. We put on an event just for vibes, but this isn't that. This is vibesy, but it's for a good cause, you know. So if you haven't got your ticket, get your ticket, get down. It's an amazing day. It's a family day out as well. Bring children, yeah. Bring kids of all ages, boys and girls. There's going to be loads of celebrities that they know. The last one, when it finished, my niece like run down on the court and she's like, Uncle Damon, can I go speak to blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, who is this? I don't know. And she pointed and there's bare people around this person and then somebody else and then somebody else. I'm old. I don't know who these people are. But, you know, your children will know. Go out, get on the Cut the Chat Insta or any of our Instas, click the link in the bio and grab up them tickets, because trust me, you'll be absolutely entertained on this date. That's it.
Tell them again. Where can we grab tickets?
There you go.
The link is in the Cut the Chat bio, my bio, everyone's bio. The link is in the bios.
Speaking of basketball, has anybody watched the Malice in the Palace documentary?
Yeah, it's mad.
Sick, fam.
It's mad. It's mad.
Go watch that. Malice in the Palace.
Malice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malice as in Pusha T's brother.
Just give me a brief rundown.
So basically, it's about a game, a basketball game that went down in the 90s. Was it the 90s, fam? Like late 90s, maybe.
It might be early noughties, you know.
Maybe early noughties, between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons, and it popped off. Like it was a riot, a full-on, like NBA players jumping in the crowd to box up fans jumping, like police. It was nuts. 20,000 people going in. Was it 20? No, it wasn't that many. Am I going mad about 20,000?
No, you know what? It was a lot of people. I don't think they have. I think they have.
Them basketball arenas are about 7, 8, 9,000 people.
It was a lot of people, basically. Yeah. They said there was only like 20 police people in the arena on that day, and they couldn't stop it. Man, them jumping in the crowd, pumping up fans. It was nuts, and you just see what happened as a result of that situation. What led up to that situation? Go watch it. Wicked documentary.
All right. All right.
Alice in the Palace on Netflix.
Very, very good documentary, man. It's like it was super engaging. Some of the stories were heartbreaking. Like one of the players, he could have had a sick career.
Yeah.
It's just incredible,
Even
man.
Reggie Miller could have had his first championship.
Yeah, Reggie Miller
That
never
team
got a championship.
Never got a championship ring because of that.
Is that what stopped him?
Yeah. Like he had the ingredients to go on and do the thing.
I remember Reggie Miller, the tall, slim, light skin brother.
Yeah,
I remember Reggie Miller.
And then after that, he had to just retire because it was just like
retire after that.
I ain't gonna get it.
Mad. Okay.
Watch it.
All right.
Sick documentary.
All right.
Since we're doing Netflix, Cocaine Cowboys. Have you seen that as well?
Do you know what? I've not seen it yet, but there's like someone's recommended because that guy, the director of it, I follow him on Instagram because he's always taking a mick out of the Miami, how effed up Miami is, and like just like making jokes about Miami. So I want to check it out. Apparently, it's like incredible.
I started watching it, because I think on Sunday I just saw bare people talking about Cocaine Cowboys, and the first 10 minutes got me. But I think I was doing something, and I thought, this ain't really.
You
but
got a baby now.
I want to watch it because the start of it, you see the people at the start of it, Ace. You know, I used to watch that sport back in the day.
Oh, what the speedboat?
Yeah.
Right.
So I know who them people are.
Is it? Hey, them man were moving reckless, fam. They were moving. Obviously, I don't want to give away the whole thing, but they were moving weight while being on ESPN and racing speedboats like they didn't. Like they weren't the biggest drug dealers in Miami. They didn't give a shit.
The first 5 minutes of the episode, it said that they were moving tons.
They were moving.
I think the only person that I've heard of where they equated the amount of cocaine in that level of weight was Pablo Escobar.
When I say these man, they were just the bus case dons. I don't want to give away nothing, but the way they was busing case, fam.
Now let me watch it.
Watch that thing.
I'll come back next week.
We gotta do a review on that.
Ace, before we move on, more on TV and that. I was listening to the radio today about your top 5 villains. Run them down for us because run them down.
So basically, me and Michaela, I don't know if you guys have seen the show Invincible. There's a show on Amazon called
mad.
You watched it, yeah?
Mad.
So we were, and you've seen the boys as well.
Seen the boy, right? See, when you was talking about Invincibles, I was going to say my man from the boys,
Homelander.
All
right, so who's more evil, Omni-Man or Homelander?
Homelander.
No, he's not.
I'm gonna tell you why he is.
Why, go on.
I'm gonna tell you why he is. You see, Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Basically, he just convinced the world that he was basically Superman to save the human race. When the reality
he was evil, bro.
But the reality is that was never his plan. He just bamboozled people into believing that. But his plan was always to make everybody on Earth or make Earth slaves.
Will is giving away the biggest spoilers, but it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. Omni-Man is evil. That scene when he's fighting his son and the train, and he's
bro.
Fam, that is evil. Bro. Homelander was made. That's another thing. You got to think about how Homelander became evil.
Do you remember? Well, but Omni-Man's an alien then.
Yeah, I think Omni-Man is the most evil.
No,
Homelander is evil, 100%.
I'm gonna tell you why. Do you remember the scene in The Boys where they've flown up to the aeroplane to rescue the aeroplane?
Yeah. And he just let the girl die.
Right? No, he didn't let the girl die. He let everyone on the aeroplane.
I know, but he did. Even the little girl, he didn't even want to save her.
Bro, Femi, have you seen The Boys?
I started watching it. I couldn't get into it. My missus, I think, watched it for a bit. I couldn't get into it.
All right, so there's
I know what the concept is, though.
All right, so there's a scene, where there's a plane. Are there terrorists on the plane, Ace? So is the plane crashing?
No, this is a normal plane. Oh, no, the plane was crashing.
No, there was something wrong with the plane. Anyway, this guy, Homelander, who's like a Superman, him and some next woman have flown up to the plane to save the plane. In them trying to get into the cockpit, man's used his laser eyes in it to bust open the door. But in him busting open the door, he's killed the pilots in it by mistake. Yeah. So and he's lasered all of the controls. So now the aeroplane can't be saved. So he's there and he's like, right, we can't even save these people. We might as well bust out. So the woman's like, what do you mean bust out? We can save them. He's like, nah, to be honest, I ain't really got time for this here. So basically, so now the passengers have started to clock. You lot ain't gonna save us, is it? So they're like, no, don't watch that. Man's just got to go around the corner, innit? But I'm gonna come back in it. Yeah. So they're like, what do you mean you're going around the corner? He's like, brother, I'm Homelander. I can fly around the corner, come back, you man, and be cool. So they're starting to like, no, we don't believe you. My man switches, innit? Yeah, on them. And he gets his 8 laser eyes ready to just dumpy them. He's like, hey, listen, all of you dickheads, shut up and sit down, innit? You're gonna dead. Yeah. And what? What are you gonna do to me? Yeah. So then the woman literally says to him, like, no, you can't do that. He's like, who's gonna find out? Who's gonna know? What, you think any of these lot are gonna survive? And they just leave, they just go off the planet. Bro, that's mad.
Homelander is fuckery, I'm not gonna lie. But Omni-Man is evil, fam.
So what's your list? Go down your list.
Okay, I'm trying to remember what my list was, but I feel like on my list was
Joffrey was on that number 3.
Who?
Was Joffrey there at number 3?
Joffrey was my number 1. I hate Joffrey with a passion.
Oh, he's your number 1?
Yeah, Joffrey was my number 1. Pat Phelan. I don't even watch Coronation Street, but I've heard about this man for about 3 or 4 years. He was just dupping everybody on Coronation Street. Did you hear about this? Like he was,
I know he was.
I didn't even watch it, but I know that he was mad evil.
Who?
Pat Phelan.
No, I don't know that. Was he a
Janine Butcher was on the list. Negan from The Walking Dead. Oh my god. Do you watch The Walking Dead?
I haven't watched that.
Evil. Just evil. I can't remember who the last person was. My man from The Wire should have been on the list though.
Who?
Which one? Omar.
What, Omar?
No, not Omar. Not Omar.
Which
not
one?
Omar. Fucking
the young guy.
Yeah, black.
I don't know his name. The young guy, the one that basically doesn't die, the one that walks into the sunset.
Him.
Marlo
should have been on the list, bro. Evil.
Nah, bro. There's more evil people than that.
No, Marlo was evil. Omar was evil as well, though.
Marlo was evil, though, bro.
Omar was evil as well, though.
Yeah, no, but I feel like Marlo was like had a dead soul, fam.
All right, put it in the group. Just quickly. They need everyone in the group, yeah. Throw in who you think the most evil TV person is.
They've been throwing it. They've been following you.
Not film, TV.
Apparently, Omni-Man is more evil because Omni-Man wouldn't even attempt to save them.
Oh, fam, there's one thing I don't want. You lot have seen it, so this is kind of not spoiling it, but this is a spoiler alert. But there's one point where Omni-Man turns to his son and says, "Your mother was my pet." Omni-Man is an evil guy.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny, Femi? And this isn't even a spoiler, yeah. You see, Omni-Man, he batters his son within an inch of his life.
100%.
Batters him like within an inch of his life, blood. Mad thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. My friend is going in the new season, actually, one of my actor friends.
Okay.
In the new season of Invincible?
No, of
The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys you were talking about. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, people are agreeing that Pat from Coronation Street was a wrong un.
A man said Jimmy Savile. That's a proper
okay. Omar was Robin Hood.
Yeah, I rate Omar. Do you know what's funny about Omar? Yeah. Obviously, you know, like Omar's sexuality. Do you know how much people that I've spoken to that do this road thing for real, and they're like, hey, listen, I don't really rate how Omar gets down in the bedroom, but everyone needs an Omar on their team. Yeah, Omar was real blood.
Man, like Omar.
He played that character good, man. That actor. I forget his name. He's gonna be in that new Idris film on Netflix. The Harder Day. No. Is it Harder? No, it's not called that. Oh my gosh, you know what it's called, Ace?
No.
The cowboy film.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that.
James Samuel's film.
I do like the look of that actually.
I'm gonna find out. It's called I know. The Harder They Fall.
Yeah, it is that The Harder They Fall, something like that.
Yeah, it is.
In that Jimmy Cliff film. That's hard.
No, that's The Harder They Come.
That's The Harder They Come. Yeah.
I like that Jimmy Cliff film a lot, you know.
You know what? I watched it the other day, yeah?
I watched it recently as well.
You know, it's a very, very poor film, but it's so iconic, it's amazing.
What do you mean it's one poor? What's poor about it?
It's one of my favorite films. Bro,
it's shot well. The ending is rubbish.
The end, like, see that film, yeah? Like, man's on the beach, yeah? And if anyone's been on a beach in the Caribbean, there's not a lot of stuff around. But he manages to evade the police on the beach by hiding behind a couple of bushes. Yeah. And then it's him, one, and about 12 police officers.
It's from the 60s, bro. Chill.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. In the 60s, it was probably a banging film.
Remember, it was in the 60s in Jamaica. Bro. They shot that film. I watched I watched it maybe about, because I was doing some research. I might have watched it about 4 or 5 months ago.
It's one of my favorite films.
I think it's one of the sickest films.
It's one of my favorite films. But I'm like, when we was watching it, it was like, right, this is mad. But yeah, iconic film. I suppose we have to touch on the absolute tragedy that's going on in Afghanistan.
It's deep, man. It's deep. So obviously Donald Trump made an agreement with the Taliban whilst he was in power that he was gonna take out all the American soldiers in Afghanistan. So like they're gonna, you know, stop the war, so to speak, or whatever they were doing there. And so the minute they left, that the assumption was going to be that obviously the Afghan government was gonna, you know, push back the Taliban, but that wasn't the case. Within like days, months, weeks of the Americans leaving, the Taliban just took over the whole country, and like which has led to people wanting to flee. And so what's happened? Yeah, what we're seeing, those images. There's the main airport in Kabul, which is the capital, is being manned by actually the Marines, I think, American Marines. And so if you get to that airport, you can maybe get on a plane and get flown out of there. But what's been happening, obviously, America knew they were coming out. And so what they've done is like they've offered, like, in essence, visas to people that were working for them. Like, you know, you need locals to work for you and so on and so forth. But some of them can't get to the airport. Some of them like are having problems. And like, you know, I think the picture that's going around that everyone saw the other day, the plane of people, like loads of people packed onto a plane. Do you remember that one? Do you see that image? I've read somewhere today. I'm trying to find where I read it. It said it's a record. Like that's the most amount of people on that plane ever.
Yeah. Like, the images and videos that I saw before that one was heartbreaking.
Yeah, like, with the people all around it. So like it's
bringing onto an aeroplane and it's taken off. Like that level of desperation, like you're like, you know, take all of these films out of the equation, you know, your Mission Impossibles and all that. Just to kind of think this is your only way of surviving by hanging onto an aeroplane whilst it's taking off.
Yeah.
You know, and potentially, what are you going to hang on to this aeroplane that's going at 300 miles an hour in how high in the sky for what, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours?
I mean, to put it in context, like the image, like, so it says the image that people like will remember the most is that people clinging to a plane. And then in one case, there was a body of a dead Afghan was found in the landing gear of a plane. And like in another case, the plane that took off that we saw the image of is called a Defense One or something. Which is a website called Defense One said that the plane landed in Qatar with 640 passengers.
How are you supposed to be on it?
Huh?
People are supposed to be on it.
That's the record. That's a near record, they said. Like, and so like the president has fled the country to Central Asia. He's like, you know, and actually what's happened was that America and its allies offered people that have worked for them, Afghan workers and their families, they offered them the opportunity to apply for visas, but they've been very slow. So there was like 16,000 people have been granted the visas. Like, so like, you know, they have that people that are interpret, people that do jobs, locals. They're like, well, you know, we're leaving, so we'll let you settle in our country. And then, you know, they've got 18,000 people have applied that are still waiting for their visa to be processed. So they're not able to leave the country. And like, obviously, rich people have been able to leave the country. The Taliban are saying, obviously, you lot need to relax. Things will be fine. Like, you know, there'll be no revenge if you worked for the previous government. And they've not been in power for 20 years because America flew in under the guise of like Al-Qaeda and the war on terror and all of that stuff to try to drive out the Taliban. And obviously, they clearly didn't do a good job of it because...
My thing is what Joe Biden said, and what Joe Biden said, what actually his words were, well, we had to leave at some point. Do you know what I mean? And
they've been there for 20 years.
You know, and that kind of made me think, like, you know, that did make me think, well, they couldn't occupy that land forever. They couldn't, do you know what I mean? Like, but was there a better way of you know, transitioning?
I think America's argument is not even about the Americans, sorry, are not bothered that they've left. The main debate is that how they've left. Do you get what I'm saying? How quickly the country has been left to just do its thing, to fall apart. Do you get what I'm saying? So like Joe Biden's things that obviously we had to leave. Like Donald Trump agreed to leave. Joe Biden could have gone back on that. But his thing is that if I go back on that, that will then lead to an all-out war with the Taliban. That will mean that we send more troops out. So I'm going to stick to it because Donald Trump agreed with the Taliban that the American troops were going to leave. Now the American troops have left. But the argument is that Joe Biden didn't manage that process very well.
Yeah. Which, I mean, obviously, looking back in hindsight, you didn't manage it very well. Was there any other way of managing it better? I don't know, but you know, this is the thing with this. Yeah, it's almost like me saying that. You know what? I've moved in my security team into your house to protect your house from all of the bad people on the estate. But I've told all of the bad people on the estate I'm going to be withdrawing my security team on Sunday. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, so what do you think is going to happen come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Like it's kind of inevitable, and from how the Taliban are portrayed in the media and from what we know of the Taliban, you know, I couldn't really see them sitting down and having negotiation talks over a cup of tea and some biscuits in regard to how they're going to run the country again.
I mean, the argument is like, you know, they're going to make it like, you know, they're going to make it a religious state. And, you know, some would argue that that's what it was, that's what it should be. Like, people should be allowed to rule their own countries. And I'm not really like, you know, in a way, like people should have self-determinations and countries should be allowed to rule. But it's just like, obviously, when people's lives are put in danger, like when people are left, like, you know, like when freedoms are curtailed and people have less choices in day-to-day life, that's when like we should be worried. But like America, Britain, all these countries have allowed this to happen. America, Britain, all these countries know why. I'm trying to find, there was a film about this. Like about a company, basically like the argument was like they went to what do you call it, Afghanistan. They said it was a war on terror, right? So like it was like the Iraq war, and the argument was like, but why did you invade Afghanistan? It's got nothing to do with it. And the argument was that it was about an oil company basically wanting to access their oil fields. And that was it was done under the guise of that, and You know, and it's like once you so then you dig deeper, and it's like, well, once you've got what you wanted, you just sort of left, and you've left the country in disarray.
Which we know, you know, these
it's sad, man. I just think it's sad, D, and I also think not only do I think it's sad, I think it's sad because it's like actually usually everyone's like, oh, we should get America should help, Britain should help, but actually in this instance they've just left, and that's what's caused the problem.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, when does that help stop? You know, like, and should it stop? Like, the reality is, Great Britain is a tiny country. It's tiny. England's a tiny country. Do you know what I mean? Now, when you're talking about how many hundreds of thousands of people having to, even that, like, just hundreds of thousands of people having to just move and dip and go to a different country with no belongings, nothing. All you have is whoever was living in your house. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's mad. Logistically, how can that even work? Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously we know it's going to be like refugee camps and all of that and this and that for years and years and years.
I mean, to put it in context, Damon, yeah. So like, it says like this is what I don't like about all of this, yeah. So obviously lots of people are going to be evacuated, and America is like they're planning on evacuating 22,000 people. Germany's chancellor said that, oh, we'll take 10,000. Britain's going to take 2,700, including 900 Britons and 1,600 Afghans. And then
how many?
1,500, 1,600 Afghans and 900 Britons, yeah, are going to be flown in. Because remember, some of the people that are getting flown out of Afghanistan, they're actually British or American or like, you know, it's not just Afghans. They just want to get out of the country. But then I read somewhere that was something that was really interesting, where it says the German minister said, well, they shouldn't think, because during the Syrian war, 1 million Syrians went to Germany. Right? And the president welcomed the Syrians, so on and so forth, famously welcomed the Syrians. And then like the guy that's running for presidency or what, to be chancellor in Germany at the moment, said, well, people should not think like, you know, we'll just take endless amount of people, we'll do whatever it takes to help. But basically, we're not on helping like that. Like, relax. I just think that's so insensitive.
Wow.
And you lot are like, it was you and your allies that set the whole thing in motion in the first place. I just think, oh yeah, so I found the quote. So Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, has promised to crack down on people smugglers, saying that we must anticipate and protect ourselves against significant irregular migratory flows. Armin Laschet, who's the guy that's running for chancellor in Germany in the next month, said we should not send a signal that Germany can take in everyone in need. And that's what I find disappointing, that like European countries basically create, or Western countries create these situations and then say, actually, nah, you can't pull up, bro.
No.
And like, obviously there's already like 500,000 Afghans in Turkey. There's like millions of Afghans just displaced all around the world.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's sad.
Very sad.
You know,
man.
Let's just pray for them and like, you know, lobby our politicians the best we can and just
pray for them. No, go on. I'll just say something else about something. Okay.
No, I just hope that obviously things do not escalate any further and like lead to like endless like pointless loss of life.
There's a lot of madness happening. As you said that, like I'm thinking about Haiti and like what's going on in Haiti right now. Oh, it's just all mad. It's just all.
I was thinking the other day, can you imagine being somewhere where the ground moves, fam?
Bro,
Like it's scary. Like the ground moves.
I think the last one was what, 10 years ago, and wasn't it something like a good 100 or something thousand people died?
Insane.
Like
you can't avoid that. It's just like, fam, the ground is moving.
And this is the thing.
That's
yeah,
scary.
I say this all the time in the shop, that we're spoilt by Hollywood, because we see all of these disaster films, yeah, and you see man jumping in like a people carrier and blowing. Do you know what I mean? Like licking through houses and all that, and through gardens. You understand? As the roads cracking and all that.
Yeah, that's not what it's like, bro. That is not what it's like,
bruv. I saw them pull some woman out from the rubble of one house or something that collapsed, and I just thought, you are like 1 in a million. Do you know what I mean? Like it's horrible. It's horrible. But yeah, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of countries to pray for right now. Is Greece still on fire?
I think so.
Don't you think it's, and I get it, I understand it, but don't you think it's mad how just the latest news article can just make you forget about something that was popping off yesterday that was the biggest thing, and then obviously it is what it is, but there's a lot of people and countries to pray for right now. It's a bit mad.
And COVID's still out there, people.
COVID's still out there. I know
after your family and friends. And
I know a hell of a lot of people that are getting it, and I think, as we said on previous podcasts, I think we just got to find our own ways of managing it. And I'm not gonna, because everyone's not getting hospitals, like remedies. One thing I do know, if you do happen to get it and you're unfortunate to get it, even though you lose your sense of taste and smell, keep eating, keep your energy up, stay hydrated.
Drink breast milk.
Boy, listen.
That might be the antidote. We have no idea.
Ace, you've said that twice already.
It might be.
I could be shot in. Listen, I have never been tested to have had COVID. I feel like I've had it before, but I've never been
COVID test ever.
No, I've never been tested to have had COVID.
What does that mean?
But I feel like I've had it before. You remember at the beginning of all this,
I know, but have you never had a COVID test?
Yes.
Oh.
But but what I'm saying is, if I don't get COVID, because everyone seems to be getting it, it's passing. If I don't get COVID, this could be, this little teaspoon that could be the one. That could be the one. So get Pfizer, forget all of that. Yeah, Moderna. You understand? We go and call it KV vaccinations. Yeah.
Straight.
Start moving like that. What did I want to? Something I wanted to chat to you lot about, and you might not necessarily. Now you'll have some input into this case, and hopefully the viewers will have an input as well. So, as you lot know, Arsenal are shit right now. Absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Yeah, you got battered. You didn't even get beaten. You got battered by Brentford. Now, you see Brentford. Brentford, to me, is that football club that, them football clubs and them football stadiums where you can just climb over the fence and go play football on the football pitch. Like, them just random.
They're in the Prem. They're
in the Prem now.
Yeah.
But they made it. The only thing you know about Brentford is when you had to DJ there probably a couple of years ago for like some. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Brentford, guys. Ace, Brentford is to me, is no better than Crawley Town.
And they got a Ghanaian player, I can't remember his name.
They got bare black youths. Now the thing is with Brentford, they are a very good team in developing young talent. Very good, very 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 good team in developing young talent. For them to come through and batter Arsenal how they did, I said I'm done with Arsenal. Now, in the barbershop, we've been running joke. Like I said, I'm supporting Crystal Palace. I'm gonna go get a Crystal Palace season ticket for a couple of reasons. One, Patrick Vieira is manager of Crystal Palace that I didn't realize until the other day. So I'm keeping it nostalgic. I'm keeping it Arsenal through and through, following Patrick Vieira. Two, it's walking distance from my house. Yeah. 3 is Crystal Palace. There's no like.
You can't change team.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
You can't.
There's no heart in there. Like, at the end of the day, sport is entertaining. Yes.
Yeah, but
you pay to be entertained. I can go and watch Crystal Palace, eat a little pie, drink a little cider, watch a couple man play football. Whether they win, lose, or draw, it's not going to bother me. And it's like a 15-minute bop back to my house. You see Arsenal. See when Arsenal play. All right, if it's on a Saturday, I stop working, so I'm losing P. I walk to the stadium. I'm spending excess amounts of money on cider and one slice of pizza, which is all like £15.
It's a marriage. In sickness and in health, in good times, in bad times, till death do you part. If Aisha starts being boring tomorrow, you don't just go around the corner and get a next thing. You have to work through it, fam. You have to work through the good times and the bad times. You can't be there for the bad times and the good times and the good times. You got to be there. You got to work through it. It's a marriage. You got to be there.
Ace, you've been to my house, right?
Yeah.
You've tasted Aisha's cooking.
Yeah.
You've tasted her rum punch.
Yeah. Banging. Okay.
What, any of them Arsenal might give me curry chicken in it?
My point is, if tomorrow Aisha's food is bland and the rum punch tastes dead, you're not just gonna go around the corner and get a next. You're gonna work. Thinking about what's going on here. You got to work through it. You got to work through the bad times.
Because there's a 4-letter word, Ace, and that 4-letter word is leng. Leng. Yeah.
What's leng got to do with it?
Leng. Yeah, you see, Arsenal.
You can't change your team. You can't.
Why not? Tell me why not?
Why not? Why not? It's not the done thing to do.
See, that's the thing.
Femi, have you always been a Man United fan? He's thinking about it.
Since I lived in England.
Where do you go then?
What does that mean?
It's just not the done thing. Like people will be looking at you sideways. Like,
why?
What's going on? That's not.
Ace. All right, Ace. One of my favorite restaurants, is the Greedy Cow. I know the owner personally. I think the food bangs. Yeah. If I went to his restaurant and he gave me food poisoning, I'm gonna give him a second chance because everyone makes mistakes. If I go again and he gives me food poisoning, I'll probably give him another chance because everyone makes mistakes. What? 5 times I've gone to man's restaurant and he's giving me food poisoning. After a while, you man gonna tell me I'm the dickhead. Why do I keep on going back?
So when Arsenal start winning again, you'll come back.
Rude boy. This is the thing. This is the thing. Look at it like this, Look at it like this.
Damon, you're never going to have an invincible season ever again. It's not going to happen.
Of course it's not going to happen, but it's never going to happen. Ace, I don't mind that. I have a season ticket, and I've always said losing isn't a problem. Losing's not a problem, It's how we lose. How my season ticket's £1,300. How can I be over at the Arsenal game and 45 minutes, couple things have happened in this 45 minutes. Firstly, the second half has started and somebody's running up and down. And I'm like, right, wait, did my man come in at half time? Them man are telling me, no, he was on for the whole game. That's how dead you was. That's how dead
I feel like you are overdoing it though. It was one game. Like, let's just wait, man. Like,
I'm talking about one game this year. You know how many games I've been to, where we haven't had a shot. Not a shot on target, a shot. Do you know what the Arsenal logo is? It's a cannon, fam. You know what that cannon represents? Duppy season. Peppering man. Yay! Not one shot. They didn't like that cannon once in 45 minutes. They're taking the mic. I'm done. Why can't I support
the Eagles? Yeah, you're an Eagle now.
Rude boy, really and truly, I should have been all the time because it's local. That's who you should be supporting.
Arsenal's a South London team, though.
Say it again.
Arsenal's actually a South London team.
Not Southwest London.
It does matter. It doesn't matter.
So what? I was born in East Dulwich Hospital.
There you go. And secondly, if we're talking about geography, you cannot comment. Don't comment. Don't comment. You understand? Don't comment. But kudos to you though that you've actually jumped in your car and driven. I think I've probably been to more Man United games than you have, though, Femi.
Been to more than me.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe. I think I've been to like 4 matches.
You've been to more than me for sure, bro. You know, should I be rude to you? Should I be rude to you about this football thing? Yeah, I like football. Yeah, I like watching football live. Actually, any team, to be fair.
It bangs. Ace, have you been to a live match?
A live match. I went to Arsenal Burnley.
Did we win?
2-1. When was this? Like 3. I can't remember when it was. I took my son to 2 games.
But yeah, but do you know what? The great thing about it is like going with your kids, like going with my son, like sons to football match has been like kind of lit. And so I would, that's the only reason I would have done it more. But in terms of me going regular, I just can't be bothered, man. That's like, man, the convenience of watching it on your sofa.
The thing is, if I didn't work where I worked, I wouldn't have had a season ticket. Like, it's convenient. Like, I've stopped working, walked to the Arsenal stadium, watched the game, and come back and continued working. It's been brilliant. Mad convenient. Do you know what I mean? But I think for me, when I've seen you man kick ball, like, you see like Bellerin, like, you see this vegan thing. Bellerin is an advert to the loudest vegan thing. Because you see, when he turned vegan, he just came shit overnight, bro. Ace, this brother used to be a banging right back, You see now, he's skinny. I see him get the ball, blow down the wing. I see him blow down the wing, He doesn't even see a defender. He sees a shadow of a pigeon flying over his head, gets scared and turns around and passes the ball back. Femi, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
I don't want to be. I'm sure it's a ism. I don't want to be ism. I don't want to be whatever ism is against vegans. So I'm not supporting you.
Listen, all I'm saying is, why can I not say that I've actually had enough? Yeah. Why can I not say I've had enough of supporting the Arsenal? Emotionally, you do nothing for me. Financially, you just empty my pocket. Even if I don't pay to go to the games, I'm still paying extortionate money for beverages and food and all that kind of stuff. They do nothing for me emotionally. Like, why can I not turn around and say, and I'm not turning around and saying, I'm going to support Man City because I want glory, because I'm not going to a parade if they win anything. Do you know what I mean? I went to the FA Cup final where we beat Man City. I didn't go to no parade. I wasn't running. As soon as the game was done, I was in my car, I was gone. So I'm not that kind of supporter, but I'm not, as I said, I'm not running around saying, I support Man City or, Paris Saint-Germain. I'm just saying I'm done with Arsenal. Let me support another team. Do you know what I'm saying?
Someone here just said it's all good. Someone says footballers can go out on loan. Why can't fans?
That's what Specs said.
Specs said that, innit?
That's what Specs said. Why can't man go out on loan? Like, them one day. This Saturday, I'm on loan with Liverpool. Guys.
Well, you going on a loan every week, or I thought you were sticking with Crystal Palace?
But listen, I'm going on loan.
I saw Specs at Max Barbecue.
I'm going on loan. I got mad love for Specs. I love Specs. I love how he, turned his life around.
Yeah, 100%.
I got mad love for Specs. Absolutely.
Respect, man. I'm tired, man.
Yeah, I've got an interview in like 10 minutes, so we got
I got some curry chicken and a roti to eat. I'm gonna wash that down. I'm gonna wash that down with some breast milk.
Breast milk. I was gonna shout Kate a lock off the thing, but she's not even on the thing today. It's me. All right, guys, we'll be back next week. Rate, subscribe, comment. Again, go get tickets for the celebrity basketball game. Cut the chat, Instagram, go in the bio. That's where the tickets are for the game. You guys are gonna have a great time down there. Come see the whole squad, music, people, basketball, celebrities. It's a great day out, and we're doing it all for charity. So make sure you go get your tickets right now. Cut the chat on Instagram. Go in the bio. The tickets are there for.
Show them the basketball top. For me, show them the basketball top.
There you go. By the way, it's like 3-0 down. We ain't won one.
Hey.
Yeah, we've never won. It's a bit dead.
Hopefully this is the year.
Shut up.
Hopefully this is the year when we win. So there you go. All right.